In this video, I will be reviewing set number 71799 Ninjago City Markets. This set comes with 6,163 pieces and has a whopping 21 minifigures. So starting off this review, I want to start with the main scene here right in the middle where you gather all of your minifigures together to congregate and sell goods. And one of my favorite things is this bridge. I think there's some great techniques and part usages here, and I just think overall is a great centerpiece to this set. And there's also a stand off to the side where we get a vendor minifigure who runs it. And there's also a little boat with some produce in it. And we have a little tea stand. And off to the side of that, we have a little railway up here where you can bring your people in wheelchairs. And off to the left, we have our first building, which is a little bakery. And as you can see, you can just slide out the whole floor just like so, and is a very easy process. And I really like the inside of this, a lot of nice details with the bagels, the croissant, the bread, all around just a great little build. And I do really like the oven also. It's a nice old style oven. And onto the next floor, we have just a little apartment style build where we will find a bed and also a nightstand with a sticker piece above, which represents a picture. And we also have some roller skates on the other little table off to the side of that. Next up, we have Kai's blacksmith shop, which is just a quaint little blacksmith shop that I think looks very nice. Little anvil and some tools, and a furnace off to the side. And up here, we have another apartment style build where we have a little balcony that comes out. And on the back side of this build, you can take off the wall, which leads us into the apartment where we can see a desk and also a bookshelf with various goods on it, and also a nice looking grandfather clock built into the wall. Next up is a quaint tea shop here on the right of the build. We also have the entryway for the little rail car to come in here to drop off a passenger, but more on that later. So I really like the detail on this tea shop, and it also has a little mailbox which looks rather cute. And we also have the back way here with a sticker piece warning us about the goat that will be coming soon in sets to come. And I really like the detail with all the teas that are on the shelves here. And there's also a little way to get into the back for the employee. So you can just pop that up if you want. And there's also plenty of room to put a minifigure back there if you so choose. Next up, we have yet again another apartment, which I think looks very nice. It doesn't have a lot of detail, but it does have a cool bunk bed on the inside. And you can also see a nice sticker piece of a dragon, which I think makes a nice final touch. Now on to the upper area on the left. There is more sidewalk space up here, and you can also bring someone in their wheelchair onto this little lift where you can pull this knob that brings them up so they can get into the little rail car. And here is another parking space where the cable car can come into when it is picking up passengers. And just above that, there is a very cool structure with a tree on top that features pink leaves and blossoms, which I think looks absolutely fabulous. And back behind that, there is a little crank that you can use to pull the cable car up, which does not work the best, but it does work nonetheless. And also you can open up that to let it inside. And then there is room for a passenger inside. It is a little bit rough to get the passenger in, but once they're in, it looks great, and you can just pull them down to their destination and let them out there. Next up, we have the Borg shop, which features both board gadgets and also a office space up at the top. But on the first floor here, we can see all the little details on the wall where you can buy phones and devices as such. And up at top, we have a little desk space where the office workers work at. And I also like this little red structure on the side of the build. I think it just gives us some more flavor and some more vibrant life with this bright red. Another play feature in this set is a little elevator which you can just pull up manually, and then you can snap that button in to drop it down, and there's plenty of room for a minifigure to go up and down on it. Now, through this sidewalk and archway, we can be led to the next section of buildings, which might be my favorite section out of all of them. The first building here at the bottom is sort of a disco karaoke bar, which has some very cool details on the inside. It features a jukebox and also a very nice looking pool table, and there are also some pool sticks on the side for your minifigures to pick up and play pool with. And there's also on the left a cool looking dartboard sticker piece. And then we also have the bar glasses on the left here where the workers will stand behind that desk and work. And then also on the left of that, we see the karaoke microphone stand where people can sing and just goof around. Now, on the back side of that, we have the stairs where you can go up to the next floor of buildings. And on this floor, it features a bathroom here on the side with some cool details on the outside, consisting of sticker elements, and above that, we have a very cool looking sign area which showcases the sushi shop. And you can just take the top of the sushi shop right off, and then you can see all the cool details with the kitchen area and also the sushi rolls. And you can open up that door to put a minifigure inside. And then off to the left, we have the bathroom where you can take off the top to see the bathroom and then flush the toilet where we see the poop coming out into the stream down below. And now on to the minifigures. First up, we have Lloyd and Nia in their suits, and they also have two swords on the back of their torso, so you can take those out and let them hold them. And they also both have alternate faces, so you can switch to their more normal face if you so choose. Next, we have Detective Zane and also Blacksmith Kai, which I think both of these minifigures look absolutely amazing, and they also have cool accessories. And Kai also features a angry alternate face if you want to put that on him. This set also showcases both Misdemeanor and Hound Dog McBrog, and I think the printing on both of these figures, especially on Misdemeanor, looks absolutely immaculate, and I also really like the accessories on Misdemeanor, and McBrog also has a alternate angry face, which you can switch to if you so choose. Now we have both Aaron and Sora, which are both the urban versions, and I really like the print on both of them. They also have very nice back printing, and Sora features a alternate face, which you can switch to. Next up is Camille and Dareth, which is in his bar outfit. And let me just say, I love the way this Dareth looks. I've always been a fan of Dareth, so I love to get him in new forms. And I think they look great from the front and the back, and really nothing to complain about. And Dareth also features a different, just more normal, happy face. Next is Cyrus Borg and a employee of his, and I think both of them look pretty nice. I really like that we get Cyrus Borg here. I've never had a minifigure of him, so that's cool to have. I also really like the wheelchair piece, and the employee also features a alternate face piece, which is a happy, joyful face expression. I'm also very happy to be getting a Gale Gossip and Vinny Folson in this set, and I think they look very good, and I've never had them before, so I'm very excited to welcome them into my collection. And Gale also has a alternate face, which is sort of a scared face expression. Next up is Racer 7 and also a Dojo Kid. And let me just say, I love the reference to Bionicle on the t shirt there of Racer 7, and then also the Bionicle and box that Racer 7 is holding. And overall, I think both of these minifigures look pretty good, and I don't really have anything to complain about. Next is the Baker and Sushi Chef, and they both look just pretty average. The baker on the left is also very just bland, I think, but I do like the print on the sushi chef, although the white apron does have some red crossover onto the lighter white. And the baker does have a alternate happy face. Lastly, we have all of the vendors. On the far left, we have the boat vendor. Then in the middle, we have the street vendor. And then on the far right, we have the tea vendor. And I think they all look pretty good just for some random citizens. And I like the inclusions here. And then the street vendor has a alternate face. Now I would like to show you guys what the set looks like with all of the minifigures all spread out throughout the build. And personally, I think it looks fantastic. That is one of my favorite things about these Ninjago modulars, that there's so much space and so many minifigures to put in the empty space. So then it just gives it so much life. And all in all, I'm very happy with the way this turned out and can't wait to put it in my Lego city. Well, guys, I think that about concludes the in-depth review of this set. So now, as always, I'm going to give a few nitpicks, or actually things I really liked about this set. So right off the bat, I think this was a great building experience because you see all of the buildings are all very different designs and building techniques. So they keep throwing different things at you, so you're never really bored, like ever. And then also there's quite a bit of build up with the base, which I thought was fun too, putting all the water tiles down. Maybe a little bit repetitious, but I mean, I never minded it at all. And also, you only do some of the water, you only do like half of the water at one time, and then they save a lot of it for later and stuff. So like you're not even hit with it like that much of it at once. So I still thought that was very fun. And then also I do really like, yeah, the different buildings, then also the open space. There's so much open space for posability of minifigures and just making your own just different scenes, maybe minifigures talking to each other, interacting, or the ninjas fighting the bad guys. So yeah, definitely there's a lot of room open for your imagination and just whatever you want to do. So I'm very glad that they opened up like all this space in here, because I definitely don't think it's wasted space, because you get all those like what 20 plus minifigures to put in this set to just articulate them around and just make great scenes with them. So yeah, all in all, I love this set. I think it was great. It was great to put together, and I think anyone who thinks the set looks interesting at all will have a good time building this set. But on the flip side to that, there are some issues with the set, of course, like with any set. I do really like the cable car, but as I said before, the crank on this is very slow, as you can see. Like, this is me trying to do it really fast, and that's still pretty slow. So, and it's just very rough. Like, it just like you pull it up a little and it just kind of juts up. So I wish there was like a crank where you could just keep like pulling it like this instead of like that, which is probably an easy fix. You could probably just do that yourself with spare parts that you have just at home, which I might try to, but then again, I'm not trying to play with this all that much. I'm just going to be sticking it in my city and admiring it, really. So I'm not going to be playing with it that much. After I get all the minifigures down and place this in my city permanently, I'm not going to be playing with it that much. So, I mean, the playabilities in this set are very nice, and I think besides the cable car, I think everything else works very, very good. Occasionally, for me, the toilet thing where you flush down the poop, it occasionally gets stuck for me, actually. I never heard anyone else complaining about that, so it might just be a me problem. Maybe the way I put some of the stuff together, maybe just I don't know, maybe I did something slightly off or something. So it occasionally gets stuck, but again, it's not the biggest deal. The first try I did it, it went down, but sometimes it gets stuck. So I don't know what's the issue with that. I haven't heard anyone else complain about that, so it might just be a me thing. But yeah, overall, definitely great play features in this set. So all in all, I think this is a great set. I think if you are interested in this set at all, you will enjoy it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments on how you guys like this set, or things maybe you didn't like, or critiques, or just thoughts in general about this set. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell button so you can stay tuned on our newest stuff. See you guys.